So let's talk about Ledger and the phishing scams and the data breach that has been happening. Ledger, with the Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X, became the most widely used hardware wallets on the market. They have been around for quite a few years already, and they are also some of the most secure wallets on the market, but they have been really appealing to hackers and all kinds of scammers, and throughout the years we've seen quite a lot of attempts on hacking the device. They have been unsuccessful, apart from there was one successful attempt at installing a malware, and in 2017 people were kind of when you were sending money, the wallet address was getting changed via the QR codes, but Ledger managed to fix that very quickly. So since then we haven't actually had any problems with the actual device, but people are really trying their best to hack Ledger, and now what they're doing is they're hacking the users. So there was this data breach last year in July 2020, where a lot of users' emails and details were being leaked or stolen by hackers from the database of Ledger. There was no breach on the actual devices or even on the software that Ledger is using, but people that are using Ledger and that have submitted their emails and maybe some other data to Ledger when they were buying these devices, now they're getting emails from hackers trying to basically trick them into installing a malware into their computer. And I've reported on that back in October last year, so it is not really news. It's even gotten to the point where Ledger now has this permanent message on their official website saying beware of phishing scams, phishing campaigns, and admitting that scammers are targeting the customers because they can't really do anything with the actual Ledger device. You have to approve every transaction with the physical device, so they can't really, even if they hack your account, your Ledger Live application that you are using to navigate with the device, even if they hack that, they can't really force your coins out of your device. So they're really trying to hack you right now and install malware on your computer with emails like this one. This is one of the emails that they have been sending to customers. This was as early as October last year, so it's been already a couple of months. I don't know if they're still sending out these emails. I was receiving them as well because they have the email addresses of many users. I think it's around 50 or 60,000. Some websites reported 80,000 users. They have these emails, so they're just trying to scare you, trying to force you into going and downloading. Without you downloading any spyware or malware or trojans in your computer, they can't do anything. And this is what I want to stress out here. Even if you think that your Ledger was hacked, it wasn't. Most likely your Ledger was not hacked and something else was going on. Perhaps your computer got compromised. This is important. So try to resist clicking on any links from any emails. Ledger would not ask you to download or upgrade anything via email. Even if they have an upgrade that you need to do, they will still direct you to their official website. They will say, go on our website and download it from there. They're not going to send you an email like this one where you will have to click on that big green button in the actual email. This is actually how you get hacked. This is how you compromise your system, and I'm pretty sure some people are falling for this, and this is bad. This is why I'm doing this second video now, warning you about the same thing. I actually just received another email right now, which was from supposed hackers, and this is what I want to draw your attention to as well. But so this was, at first, people were getting these emails that were masked as being email coming from the actual Ledger company, and asking people to download, upgrade, their software or something, and this is how they were able to breach their system, and then from there they can do all kinds of damage, even if they can't actually do damage to your device itself, or steal your funds from your ledger accounts. If they have if there's malware in your computer, then they can see your other accounts and perhaps get hold of other passwords and things, and that could be quite bad. So try to resist downloading this. Now, the latest email that I received looks like this, and this is an email that is kind of trying to extort from you money by trying to scare you. And it looks like this, and when we go in the actual email, it looks like this. It says, "Hello, thanks to the malware we added to the links on the Ledger site, we accessed your wallets, device and personal information with the Trojan you downloaded. A small part of it is mentioned in the topic, and the rest we keep on a secure server. Why didn't you own my cryptocurrency when you accessed my wallet and device? Question mark." So basically they're asking the question, and now they're going to answer it. "Because if we had stolen the money in your wallet, Ledger would have detected the gap in us and prevented us, and we would not have had more." This is so badly written. Typically scammers are always coming from these kind of countries where English is not the first or second language. And I'm not going to try and guess where this is coming from. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to sound, discriminative or something. "After obtaining your necessary information and files, we logged out of your devices. We have received your wallet.dat files and all remaining personal and confidential information. We are in control of everything now. What will happen next? If the payment we want does not arrive on time to our wallet address, we will take all the money in your wallet and share the rest on dark web. Remember, we are invisible, and we will be against you if you complain about us. If we understand that you have complained and do not receive the payment on time, you will experience more than we count. How can I install from this?" is the next question, whatever that means. "After paying $3,000 to the Bitcoin address we have given below, you will need to provide proof of payment to us via ledgerhacked@protonmail.com. So this is their email. If you want, guys, you can go and spam them as much as possible. In fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to list this email onto all kinds of subscription websites and things. I'm going to subscribe them to shitloads of spam just to make their inbox full of crap. Okay, so the Bitcoin address is pointed here. I went and checked this email address. It is blank. It is completely, new address. There's no incoming on outgoing transactions. They do say that this address has been specifically created for you, which means that it's likely that they're sending a completely different address to every person they approach, and this is why we cannot trace them. This would be the clever thing to do anyway. An address is identified for everyone to verify the sender. Warning, you have full 24 hours after receiving this message, blah, 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 blah. The JavaScript and Ajax codes that provide us leave a notification to the address we have given above that they are viewing the email. After the payment proofs you send us, after payment, your information will be permanently deleted from the server. And now they're giving us a website here. It says the ID of the non-payers can be found here. So they're giving us this fake website that they have created that is supposedly showing you the IDs of people that did not pay them. This is also fake. Do not fall for it, okay? So this is the website. It says here that identity and personal information of 54,000 people in total were leaked. The total number of payers is 842, so they claim 842 people have already paid the ransom, and non-payers 42. And now you see here the IDs of some random people. Most of them are girls, As we know, the ratio of men to women that are in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is about 10 to 1. So it is around 10% of women in crypto and 90% men. However, we see here that 70% of these are actually girls. So absolutely, that's the first thing. I mean, now actually the first thing is the fact that all of these IDs have been shot on the same background, and sometimes 4 or 5 ID cards, you know, in the same picture. I mean, that is not how you do KYC, even though Ledger does not ask you for ID. If you're going to be doing KYC with Ledger and you're gonna be sending your ID, you would do something like this. You wouldn't have 3 people sending their IDs together and completing KYC together and taking all of these pictures on the same backgrounds. So clearly what they did is they stole these ID cards from somewhere, probably Belgium, I would suspect. There is one from Romania and one from France, and everything else is Belgium. So don't fall for it, guys. This is a complete fakery. This is only trying to scare you, to pretend that if you do not pay the ransom, your ID will be added here. It's not going to be added because you never sent your ID to Ledger in the first place. And even if you did, you didn't send them a physical copy, so they can't just take it and take a picture on that same background. So clearly they actually have these IDs they stole them from somewhere else. So I mean, scammers are doing all kinds of trickeries. This is the latest one, and I just wanted to warn you about it. Just be safe. Do not click on any links. This is how you actually get compromised. If they're real hackers, they already had all of your information, they would have stolen money immediately. They would not be waiting. There's no that excuse that if they stole the money, Ledger would have found out and stopped them or something like that. It's not true. It's not true because Ledger cannot stop them if they actually have your private keys or your seed phrase. Ledger does not have the power to actually stop anyone with your seed phrase to do whatever they want to do. So make sure that you keep your seed phrase safe. This is the most important part, and your private keys, they're in the Ledger device, so they can't get stolen. And try to have difficult and different passwords for everything you visit, because even if they manage to, at some point, someone gets hold of your password for one website, it should not be the same password for another website. This is really, really important. I did a whole video that I dedicated to security, cyber security, safety, how to keep safe from all kinds of different scams and spams and threats on your computer. So make sure that you check it out. If you're watching this on YouTube, then it will pop up here right now. If you're not watching this on YouTube, because I'm posting this on various platforms, then I will link it in the description box. So go and check my video. I recorded it a couple of years ago, but it is still valid. I talked about passwords in there. I talked about all the different phishing emails and all kinds of threats and keylogger and many different cybersecurity threats that you will be exposed to, especially if you're working in crypto. So make sure that you check this video and you keep safe. This is my message for today. Thanks for staying until the end. If you haven't done that yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell as well, and that's it. Thanks for staying until the end, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.